Hello fellow YouTubers, and welcome back to ReeYees Retro Toys. Today's going to be an episode of a quick picks. I'm heading back to the Shen-Valley Flea Market this morning, and we're going to see what I come back with. So wish me luck. So here's just what I found at the Shen-Valley Flea Market today. I'm going to do a little bit more detailed video when I get home, but I just kind of wanted to show you while I was here what I picked up today. So I'm not pulling the wool over your eyes and saying, oh, I found this today, but I actually had it in my collection for the longest time. So anyway, here I am. That's the trunk, and there's the flea market. And once I get back to the homestead, I will give that detailed review of all the awesome 80s goodness that I picked up today. I am back from the Shen-Valley Flea Market, and now I get to show you all of the amazing picks from today's great day of toy hunting. Here I found this vintage 1989 plush Raphael from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, still with the tag attached, which I think is pretty neat. This was from the Ace Novelty company. This isn't super rare, but it's definitely cool to find with the tag. Then I found this sealed candy container from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is Raphael. You can see the wrapping is still on it. This is from 1990 and was distributed by Topps, the same people that distribute the trading cards. I also found this Alf candy container from 1987. It's not sealed, but it does have the bottom, and that'll go well with my Alf collection. Then I found this Skeletor of Masters of the Universe head. I'm not exactly sure what this is, so if any of you know what that is, please let me know. There's the bottom. It almost looks like it was melted a little bit and melted on the top. It almost looks like it's almost like a mustard squeezer or maybe even a birthday candle. I'm not sure, but it was a Skeletor head, so I picked it up. Then I found this Foot Tech Ninja from the 2003 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle line. He is complete with all of his weapons and even his throwing stars, so I'll add him to my collection. I found this lone April from the movie 3 from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. She didn't have any accessories, she was pretty dirty, but I couldn't leave her there for 50 cents. And I found this Super Ninja from Chuck Norris's Karate Kommandos line. This was manufactured by Kenner.
Chuck Norris Karate Kommandos.
Break it up, crack it down, fight forces of evil wherever they're found.
Figures sold separately. Chuck Norris Karate Kommandos. Chuck Norris Super Ninja, Reed Smith Chemo, and other figures sold separately. New from Kenner.
I don't have many of these. I think I only have one Chuck Norris figure from this line. So for 50 cents, again, I couldn't leave them behind. Now this one might come as a shock to you, but I did pick this up. This is the Jonathan action figure from the New Kids on the Block line. This was distributed by Hasbro in 1990. Of course, they made all 5 New Kids figures. These are the smaller versions. They also made the doll, kind of Barbie-sized figures. I have an affinity a little bit for New Kids on the Block just because my older sister listened to them so much, and I just have fond memories from when I was a kid with my sister listening to these guys and their brand of loving girl pop. And here I found 2 boxes of Monster in My Pocket. These were distributed by Matchbox in 1990. I believe these are Series 1.
Apparently, these monsters in my pocket scare the pants off you. Ah! One free inside every packet of Wheatos.
Unfortunately, there's only 1 monster in each of these boxes. You can see the bird there, and then I think that's the behemoth figure there. These usually contained 12 mystery figures, but this is that's what I found. They didn't have any of the other figures inside of them, but for $1 a box, I figured it was definitely worth picking these up, just to have the cool box art and at least one figure in each. And here is the model kit of the AT-ST, the all-terrain Scout Transport, which was very popular in Return of the Jedi. This is the Ertl MPC 1992 reissue of this model, but it is sealed. There's a little ding in the corner, but as a Star Wars collector, I figured I should pick this up. It was only $5. And moving on with Star Wars, I also picked this up, this fantastic 1983 Return of the Jedi lunchbox, featuring Wicket and R2-D2. Unfortunately, it does not have the thermos inside, but it'll go well with my other vintage Star Wars lunchboxes. And I picked up a bit of a modern piece, which I normally don't do, but for the price, I couldn't leave it behind. This is the All-Terrain Tactical Enforcer from 2008, the Star Wars Clone Wars. This was just laying in a box, and the lady said I could have it just for $3. Unfortunately, it's missing the legs of this vehicle, but a lot of the doors are there, and even the gun's there on top, so again, for $3, I could not leave this guy behind. And for $1, I picked up this sealed plush 12-inch Bart Simpson doll, distributed by Dan D in 1990. This is, of course, when Simpsons were at the height of their popularity, and Bart Simpson was all the rage and was on many, many t-shirts in elementary school back then. One of my favorite memories from the late 80s were the California Raisins. I have all of their audio cassettes and even a couple of the vinyls. But I found this, the original printing of the VHS Meet the Raisins special from 1988, featuring the amazing claymation of Will Vinton. The box is a little beat up, but I'll add it to my vintage VHS collections. Then I found this guy.
Let me introduce you to the Urkel doll. He's got my look, my laugh, my voice, and all. Can I do that? When you get an antique at the next best thing, talking Urkel. I just pull my string. Say what?
This is a Steve Urkel doll from 1991. It was distributed by Hasbro. It is sealed. The box is completely sealed. It has not been opened at all. And this thing is cherry. This is like it was taken right off of the store shelf. And he still works. Here, let me pull the string for you. He does the laugh and the snort. No sweat, my pet. So as you know, Urkel was quite the rage back in the early 90s with the Family Matters TV show that was on TGIF. I couldn't pass him up for $5. Why not? And get this, when I picked up that Steve Urkel doll, it was the same vendor. I bought a lot of this vintage stuff from the same vendor that did a lot of estate sales, and they were just kind of bringing stuff out as they could. There was a bag laying on the ground, and I said, do you mind if I take this bag for the stuff? And I had my eye on this bag for this reason. It is a vintage KB toy store bag that I am assuming from the early 1990s. And I say that because inside of the bag was this receipt. And it is for that talking Urkel doll, believe it or not. They bought it for $9.99 on February 20th of 1993. I don't know if my light's messing it up or not, but yeah, there it is. I think this even adds a lot to even purchasing that Urkel to know that that Urkel was probably sitting in this bag with this receipt for 26 years. And then, along with the Urkel, I found this talking Pee Wee Herman doll.
Hello, I'm Pee Wee Herman.
Talking Pee-wee is really cool.
He's naughty. I know you are, but what am I?
You'll go crazy with talking Pee-wee.
From Matchbox for you and your kid, cherry sold separately.
What's that? Major luck.
manufactured by Matchbox in 1987. He was actually opened, so he's loose with the box. I was a big fan of Pee-wee's Playhouse as a boy. I didn't really have the toys when I was young, but I watched the show religiously. I thought it was just awesome. He still works. Of course, they get a little fast as they get older. The strings kind of wear out, but find him with the box. I paid $10 for him, and I know he's worth a lot more than that. So those are my finds from the Shen-Valley Flea Market this weekend. I hope you enjoyed this quick picks episode of ReeYees Retro Toys. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, tell your buddies about it, and don't forget, keep on hunting.